Alright, so everything that I have here is what you're going to need to spool braid onto a spinning reel. Electrical tape is extremely important. We got to put a little bit of piece of electrical tape across the spool so we can get some grip. I know what you're saying. Why don't you use the mono as the backing? But listen to me. It's a lot better than putting mono on the back, then a knot, then braid, then another knot, then mono, because we're going to be running about 50 to 100 yards of mono top shot 30-pound test, because we're going to be dealing with a lot of sand when we're fishing on the beach. Sand is very abrasive and destroys braid. Braid is a heck of a lot more expensive than monofilament line. It's easier to change out the monofilament and cheaper by far than braid. So that's why we're doing it that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp this to my table. Clamp it to my table. Jeez. Alright. I'm going to get the proper tension on here that I want, because it has to remain tight. Okay, we need the tension. Alright, you only need like one wrap. You want it pretty tight, okay? Okay, so now we're just going to do a uni knot here. And that's going to eliminate pretty much all our slip that we'll ever have on that. And there's really no fast way of doing this besides taking it to a shop. This reel does have a clicker and no clicker, so here's my trick. When I'm putting it on the reel, I'm not using this first eyelet, which is allowing this and the bail to basically untwist the line as it comes off. It's coming off of that and wrapping onto this at the same direction. And because it's not in that first eye, it makes a really wide loop, and it allows it to keep it from twisting. And go ahead and keep the reel pointed at it, because if you move the reel, you're going to get real jerky. And okay, so this is a good time to stop and look to see if you're getting even line placement. If you don't have even line on your reel, if it's reeling heavier to the bottom or to the top, then you will have problems with wind knots. Alright, so uni to uni knot for the braid. Sorry about that, you guys. The camera shut off when I was talking about uni knots. Let's see if I can't get that to focus. Focus. Anyway, so what I did is I doubled the braid, and you can see that now the knots are about the same diameter, meaning that the mono loop is grabbing about the same diameter as itself, making it about as strong as possible. So we're going to go ahead and trim our tag ends. I usually have a little pair of scissors that I use, but things tend to walk away sometimes. Now, on a spinning reel, you shouldn't have any issues casting this. In something like a real heavy-duty conventional setup, you might have an issue casting and not this heavy. Of course, you want to get your tag ends on the double up as well. So the trick with the mono is really you want to put out as much as you think that you can cast. So I want to get about 150 yards of 30-pound test packed onto here. And of course, we want it as tight as possible. All right, you guys, so that was spooling the reel up. I'm sorry, I'm having issues with the camera today and it just keeps shutting off on me randomly. So I'll keep this short. If you like seeing us do this kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe. Click the bell notification. And like always, do it outdoors.